All right, all right, all right, all right. Your boy is in the building. Yes, sir. What it do, what it do, what it do. Yes, sir. All right, all right. This is a test, really. Okay. I make sure my CPUs ain't getting used up. So I've been working with my man this morning. And so he going to church now. And Stormy, he's going to contact you. Just letting you know. All right. So I just want to make sure everything was smooth and everything. And I'm trying to go long as I can. This is my day off, I know. But still, I want to make sure I have everything tip-top shape. Okay. I just want to test out. Well, we're going to talk about some shit. All right. While I'm waiting. All right. I want to make sure, let me see. Okay. That look good. Okay. That's all right. I'll be right back, screen. All right, so I just want to make sure the CPUs are not getting dropped. Now they're going back down. Okay. Now, well, while we killing time, how did y'all enjoy that fight last night? Okay. Now, of course, Blood Boxing believes that Gervonta Davis, of course, that's his opinion, and he has a right to his opinion. But he believes that Barrios ain't shit. What's up, Money Brown? What it do, baby? What it do? Yes, sir. All right. What's going on, Money? Man, I'm just pretty much just a test stream. To check out, make sure all these things are working. That one, this one, and that one. The start with check. Oh, already I can't do it now. It's already. So. But anyway, while we killing time, and while we waiting, I want to make sure that no frames get dropped. If it get dropped, hey, I see y'all tomorrow. But listen, Gervonta Davis last night did what no other fight dared to do. Now, his ass dared to be great. Now, you can call him a bum all you want to. You can call him, he need to go back to 130 and fight Devin Haney or somebody. No, he at 140 now. He at 140 now. How about that? Now, some people say, well, he just don't want to fight at 130, 135 because he don't want to lose all that weight and he don't want to be disciplined, all that shit. No, it's not that. Some fighters don't think like that. Some fighters think about, hey, I want to be great. He got a baby, just like Earl Spence. You get hungrier and hungrier. You want shit. You right there at the pinnacle of your career. You see how packed that State Farm motherfucking stadium was? Huh? That hole was tight. Let me turn this shit up. I forgot about that. Yes, sir. I forgot about that. All right, let me turn this up some. But do you see how packed that was? Man, please. I mean, how you gonna sit there and say that he don't want it? And he's too lazy to do 135. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I mean that shit. I mean, how can you say that? I mean, it's, people just hate because I think they hate themselves. Sometimes misery love motherfucking company. I mean, you got to give him the edge. You got to give him the accolades that he rightfully deserves. And let me say something real fast. What's up, brother UK? All right, what's happening to everybody in here? All right, on my day off. But I had to, straighten this out. All right, we're still going to do StreamYard on fight nights, and we're going to do it on Saturday mornings. All right, so I'm going to be using StreamYard back and forth. All right, so just let you know. All right, StreamYard ain't going nowhere, and that's, pretty much my backup. All right, yes, sir. So, but anyway, live stream and fight preview June the 27th. Oh, okay. Oh, that's underground. Okay, yes, sir. All right, but anyway, but still. We have a good fight last night. I was excited. If you go back and look at my live stream when I called the fight, I mean, we had over 3,000 people, and that was a fight. Gervonta Davis followed the plan. Now, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not trying to blow my own horn because, I don't do that shit. All right? But what Gervonta Tank Davis did, all right, what he did was pretty much what I said he need to do. All right? what I'm saying that he needed to do was pretty much stay close to Mario Barrio. Stay close, because he got the height, he got the reach. I mean, we talking about damn near a welterweight, all right? A welterweight. So what Gervonta Davis had to do is don't stand there and trying to work a jab. Your arm is too short to box with God. So what he did was he tried to get on the inside. I call it playing footsie. So he put the little jab out there. Tap, 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 tap. No, tap, tap, tap. Then he pushed him back. Now, if you didn't notice, Mario Barrio can't fight on the back foot. He can't. He can fight like in retreat mode, like, okay, get off of me. Get off of me. And he was missing every time. Why? Because Tank Davis is 5 feet, 5 inches. So he got down like motherfucking Sweet Pea. All right? And he did a great job at that. All right? All right, who we got up here? And here. All right? We got Arthur M. Kia. And that chat. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. Yes, sir. All right. I see the CPUs is going up and down. Okay. Still looking good so far. All right. Now, there's just a test. Now, like I say, if it, let me read. I'm sorry. I'm looking at that. All right. He about through OG. He's going to slide back down and capture that 135 and defend his belts. He holds them all. Oh, okay. He about 2 through. Yes, sir. All right. He about 2 though. Yep. You know, look. I don't know if they noticed. I don't know if Devin Haney noticed. I don't know at 135 and 130. Gervonta Tank Davis is running all through them guys, what I seen last night. Now, I'm not saying that Lopez can't do the same shit, but when you is behind, because I had Tank behind by 1 round, all right? Then the knockdown came. That's a 10-8 round. Then he pretty much tied up unofficially as a draw. So as that draw, he pulled away because with the knockdown. Then another knockdown. But the body shots. We seen 2 fights last night where the body shots made a difference. We saw the 2 fights and body shots. Now, Banana, Rosario, listen, you know, you had a good run. You captured the titles and you held them for, a hot minute while you took a nap and you had to give them up. All right? Okay, fine. But I don't think you know how to protect your midsection. Your defense need to be a little bit tighter than that, because every time somebody even flick at your midsection, you go down. And when you go down, it's like you can't fucking breathe. It's like if you had a burrito, you're going to throw that bitch up. And that's not funny. And I try not to be, jokey about it, but it is what it is. All right, looking good. 15 CPUs. Okay, 19. Okay, so therefore, I mean, it is what it is, people. Gervonta Tank Davis did what he had to do. And I'm not blowing my own horn, but I did tell you all, he's going to have to get under that jab. All right? What's up, Del Reed? I see you. Money Brown. What's happening, baby? Yes, sir. So he's going to have to get under that jab. And when you get under that jab, and get close, stay close. And he started doing that. Now, he had to eat a few punches, no doubt about that. All right? And I told you that. He's going to have to eat a few punches to get inside. But now, this is the tricky part. Now, you're going to have to run into another motherfucker that height. But he can punch. What would you do then? You can't eat no shots while you go in and get some. What would you do then? I mean, tell me, Kurt. Tell me, Stormy. How can he do that then? If he goes through another guy, which he will, with the reach, with the height, he can't and hit one and come straight in, keep coming. No, somebody with strength, with height, gonna keep him at bay. That's what's going to happen. So, what is the next move? How can he get inside? How can he stay close like he did last night? He can't keep that jab. That ain't going to work. So, what can he do? Get down low and try to get inside? Because I seen him last night, kept on trying to throw that Leo Santa Cruz uppercut. No, goddamn well, he's too far out for one, and he's too short for two. So, Kurt Anderson, in that super chat. Yes, sir. Kurt Anderson said, to beat a tall fighter, you must use pressure, yes, and body punching tank range was wrong for the first 4 rounds. Okay. All right. Punching tank, body punching, yep. Tank range was wrong for the first 4 rounds. Yes, it was. Because Tank was way out, And like I said, I get it. Filling out round, shit like that. Okay, I get that. All right? Okay, we understand that. But when you that short, you got to go right like Kurt said. The range was all wrong. He should have stepped in a little more. Matter of fact, he did put the pressure on him. Yeah. Sometimes when you put a pressure on a fighter, they start thinking. They start thinking about, okay, wait a minute. This guy walking me down, then hopefully he might throw something that he shouldn't be throwing, So, but, we'll see how it worked out with him. Because right now, Gervonta Tank Davis, he's the WBA belt holder right now. But Josh Taylor, he has the belts at super, all right? Now, would he go back down to 135 and fight there? Now, if I was him, yes, I'd go back down and defend the belts. But, a lot of people saying, you got a lot of naysayers out there that feel differently. And we'll talk about it tomorrow. But they are pretty much swaying, Tank is lazy. Tank don't want to fight at 135 because he don't want to make the weight. He don't want to exercise. Well, you got to exercise and you got to get in shape to get ready for them punches. You see? So it is what it is, people, So, all right, it's looking good so far. All right. So, but I mean, I think that was a great fight. And I haven't had a chance to watch the Nakatomi fight. But it was pretty good, Stormy B, what's going on? Yes, sir. They can always give Locke and study some early Mike Tyson tapes. Well, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Because one thing about Mike Tyson, he had the high guard too. But he had the head movement, all right? Remember, the head moves and the body don't. But what he did was he got down low, and get inside, And Gervonta Davis is quick. He does have fast hands. He got caught a couple times last night because when you reach too far, you're going to get countered. And that's what he did. He got countered a couple times. Matter of fact, Mario Barrios had that stick out there a couple times hitting him in the forehead. But see, that's the price you have to pay when you're trying to get inside, when you're trying to get close to him. So now, one thing I got to say before I go any further. Floyd, you must shut the fuck up. Floyd, you must sit your ass down and act like a promoter. Do you see Bob Arum? Do you see Eddie Hearn up there on the sideline motherfucking coaching? Huh? I know you used to be a fighter and you want him to do, but he's not you. Calvin, he got this. He got it this far. Let him take it home. Shit. This is a young man who is kind of young-minded. And no offense or nothing, but he's not the sharpest motherfucking crayon in the box. So sometimes, one person, one man. So you got to talk to him. You got to talk to him. And only one person. Y'all know Gervonta Davis about 4 years ago. They interviewed him. He didn't know what the fuck to say. Then Floyd had to get the mic. But now he matured. He got a son or a daughter, either one. But see, sometimes, that's what boxing does. The sweet science, they keep your ass out of trouble. And then, at the same time, it matures you. All right? Then you start taking your craft seriously. You start being in the gym every day. You start working on this, working on that. Tighten up your defense. Because Gervonta Davis did get hit with a lot of punches last night that he shouldn't got hit with. So yeah, I respect. I respect the punches when he was trying to get inside. Yeah, I respect that. All right, because he gonna have to take some to get some, and that's what he did. He took some and he got some. But like I said, Floyd gonna have to sit his hair plug ass down and get out the way and take a motherfucking seat. Now I know Calvin don't want to talk to the promoter like that or whatever, but sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, and sometimes when you're trying to tell your fighter something, and you got a motherfucker on the side saying stuff and stuff, you want to say, man, look, shut the fuck up. All right, everybody be quiet. Because I know Lou Duval would have did that. Because Lou Duval was one of my favorite trainers. Because he'd get out there and fight for his. Shit. Hell, he did. What I'm talking about, he did. Shit. He took a right on the face. Shit. You can see it. Yeah. But anyway, it was a good fight. I wasn't disappointed. Now, let's talk about Erickson Lubin. All right? Erickson Lubin, he did what he had to do. Now, this is another fighter. This is another fighter that pretty much grew up. This is another fighter that pretty much is serious about his craft. All right? This ain't the same Erickson Lubin that Charlo knocked down. And when his head said get up, his body said, not right now. No. He fought in between. And don't worry, I'm not gonna be too long. I'm just testing this out, and so far so good. But still, Erickson Lubin, he did what he had to do, and Rosario pretty much was coming forward, and he was doing good. He was walking Lubin down. Why? Because he was expecting Lubin to throw something that, people panic. People panic when they get pressured. Not Gervonta Davis, Deontay Wilder, when he fought Bermain Stavern for the WBC championship, all right, piece of the heavyweight championship. Well, Bermain Stavern, he thought that was going to happen because Deontay Wilder always got his opponent out under 5 rounds. So he said, okay, that was their game plan, to put the pressure on the young lad, right? But Deontay Wilder did not panic. He did not freak out. He kept his stick out there. Matter of fact, he won a couple rounds just on jabs alone. So he went 12. He didn't go for the knockout. He didn't want to take no chances in slugging, but he did what he had to do. What's up, CMB? What's up, D-Ray? What's up, Crush Lashing? Yes, sir. With Mario Harris. Yes, sir. All right, MP, what's going on, brother? Boxing good? ABN? Yes, sir. All right, I'm sorry I do a roll call, but, this is my day off. Give me a break. I just, you see what I'm always working, baby. Yes, sir. But anyway, what's up, Jay Walk? Yes, sir. That motherfucker's walking it out, too. So, but anyway, get back to the fights. Now, Showtime, you gotta admit, they stomped their feet on this motherfucker last night. They did. And then Mendez, I had him winning the fight. Well, before the fight started, I said he would win, but he disappointed me. All right? Because, see, he was fighting a guy that wasn't scared to come in. He was fighting a guy that wasn't sitting there trying to fill out no damn round. He came out there shooting. He came out there putting his shots together, right? Now, Mendez wanted pretty much, a pop shot, pretty much, go here and go there. So he tried to do the catch the arm with the jab like this, A lot of guys catch the jab like this, But this guy was on point. He was on point, just like Erickson Lubin. All right, Rosario was on point, but Erickson Lubin, he kind of figured it out. Now, this is what confused me, right? And I always say this. How you fight a southpaw is that you loop your right hand around that guard, around that left hand, because that's what Floyd did with Robert Guerrero. He looped his shots. He looped them. But Erickson Lubin turned the tables last night. He did the damn looping. He did the damn looping with that right hand, that cuffing right hand. He was hitting him at will at one time. Then he did the left. Besides going down to the body, to the stern, then he looped it around the high guard. So I don't know who thought of that, Cunningham or whatever, but hell, what works on an orthodox can work on a southpaw, except for that shoulder roll, and I'm quite sure a shoulder roll can work too. So, but basically, I'm happy with last night's fights, and we got Colbert next Saturday, so that's gonna be a good fight. And I know Stormy B, man, broke everything down to you all last night, and he did a good job. But I'm just, like I say, I'm just giving my little take on what happened, and how the fight went. But listen, this is why they call Gervonta Davis a star, all right? Because he does put asses in the seats. He is exciting, all right? People love knockouts. People love the hurt business. People like combat sports. People love the sweet science. They don't want a boring fight. They don't want no one not putting their combinations together. So that's why he's exciting. So basically, a lot of people at 130, 135, they don't know. Gervonta Davis is slowly coming up. Now, if he decides to go back down to 130, 135, okay, fine. You're going to even be bigger and badder. Now, a lot of people say they want to see him and Tevin Farmer. Well, right now, what I'm looking at and where I'm standing, he going to hurt Cookie Monster. He's going to knock him the fuck out. Because, see, Gervonta Davis ain't playing now, all right? When you serious about your craft, you're trying to stay the fuck out of jail, and you're doing the right things. It pays off. I'm telling you, it pays off, people. You just don't know. It pays off. Now, some people, you can fuck up and not, look at Adrian Broner last night. Now, I don't have any problem with Adrian Broner. It's just that he's not a disciplined fighter. I think a lot got taken out of him too early. They threw a lot of money at him too early. So, what can you do? What can you do but pretty much accept, what happened? But it is what it is, So, but hey, it was a good fight, last night, and it was a damn good fight. Yeah. When you say laughing my ass out there, eat Cookie Monster, yeah, I call him Cookie Monster because he remind me of that little motherfucker eat all the cookies in the garbage can on Sesame Street. Yeah. Wow. Yes, sir. But it was a good fight last night. You know what? And I had fun. I had fun with you all, and I had that much fun in a long time, and it was a good thing that everything worked out like it did. Because all the fights was exciting. Every fight in the last week too, the first fight was always the bomb. Last night, the first fight was a good fight. That was Mendez, and I forgot his name, Alcabot, whatever. But that was a good fight. That was a good fight. And you know what? You got to appreciate the boxing, the sweet science. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. And right now, last night, it wasn't that many clinches. I think it was only, 3 clinches. 3 or 4 clinches. Because what Gervonta Davis was doing was he was walking Mario back. Now, of course, Calvin told him that, hey, look, I'm going to get ready to watch it again. I taped it last night, so I'm going to watch it again. Now, Calvin told him, listen, you got to back him up. But how can you back up a guy that's so big and got to reach? Well, I tell you how. Strength. Eating the punches. Pretty much going straight in on him. Push him back and keep going. That's what he had to do. Now, yeah, he did put that jab out there. He had the earmuffs on, but he didn't have it right here. He had the earmuff right here. He had one right here. No, right here. Then he had this little jab doing this. Just doing this. Tipping, tapping, tipping, tapping, tipping, tapping. And I call it footsie. They playing footsies, but they playing handsy, whatever shit. All right? And that's what they was doing. And he was coming in slowly. Bam. Coming in slowly. And Mario Barrios react to everything that Gervonta Davis threw. He wanted to counter punch on everything. It was counter to counter. All night long. Even when he got knocked down, he wanted his get back. And pretty much the falling round he did. He went to the body on Gervonta Davis a lot last night. Now think about if he was a heavy puncher. Think about if he was a heavy puncher. Let's think Gervonta Davis taking a body shot and get down on his knees. You know? And what makes it so bad? And I don't mean to be harsh. I don't mean to be kind of flamboyant. I don't mean to be a motherfucker. But it seems like when you had a hard life, life just beat the hell out of you coming up. I mean, your mom trying to make ends meet. You see your mom friend get shot right there in front of your eyes, you know, and you had poverty in your life. You grew up in the inner city, you know, and you was good at boxing. Do you know that talented guys like that rarely get out and show their talent? Well, those are the ones that make the best fighters, because they've been fighting all their lives other ways. Now they can use these to fight. And that's what Gervonta doing. He's showing us a way how you can pretty much use that talent. Besides fighting a motherfucker in school and get suspended, besides fighting a motherfucker in the streets and go to jail, you can do it the right way. The right way. Go to a motherfucking gym and show them what you got. So that's why I say I tip my hat off to Calvin Ford. Calvin Ford built that gym out of nothing. You know, just something for the kids to come in and do some shit. And Gervonta Davis, you know, he's not like I say, the sharpest crayon. But one thing about it is he do learn, and he do like Calvin. And Calvin did take up a time. See, them kids, I know, because I'm one of them kids. I came from the inner city, 20-some years, you know, and all they looking for is somebody that care for them. Not somebody that say, oh, well, go sit down. You know, I ain't got time for that, you know. See, but my parents didn't treat me like that because they both were school teachers, so they didn't do that shit. But you got people like that. So they look a way out. But he found his way out, boxing. And Floyd was impressed with it, and that's, you know how the story ended. It ended last night. He pretty much knocked out the bigger fighter. I mean, Gervonta Davis was bagging up the bigger man. The man with the 74-something reach. I mean, he was bagging him up, and he did a damn good job. So, but now, that's over with. That's history now. He did what he had to do. He won. Okay, now, it's time to move on. What's next for Gervonta Davis? Lomachenko, maybe? Do Lomachenko want that young smoke? Do Lomachenko think he can step over and use his so-called European step around? That old Ukrainian step around he used to call it? Well, let's see. Because now you at the pinnacle of your career where you got to fight the best. I don't want to see no tomato cans. I don't want to see no Walmart helpers now. Because I always wondered to myself. I said, KQ? I didn't answer myself, but I did. I said, hey, huh? He said, listen, why is Floyd moving this guy so slow? I said, well, Floyd might know what he's doing. You know, Floyd is a defensive fighter. Floyd been doing this shit 20 plus years. I mean, Floyd is Floyd. You know, now I see what he did. You know, he took it slowly, then he moved him a little bit up, then a little bit up. He started with Pedraza. Then he came with Lito Santa Cruz. I'm talking about these are names, all right? Now here go Mario Barrios, a name, a champion. And he came and he answered the call. And yes, he did. He did answer the call, and he did it in high fashion. Now what's next? Lomachenko, Lopez? I mean, who is next? Now, Lopez said he want to move up. But goddamn it, Bob is a hard motherfucker to work with. You know, Bob want to do what he can do before he take that dirt nap. So there you go. What is next for Gervonta Tank Davis? Luke Campbell? No. Ryan Garcia? He'll kill him. Because Ryan Garcia keeps his chin way up in the air. He fights tall. So that ain't nothing but a knockout waiting to happen. So what he going to have to do is get in there and pretty much do what he got to do. Everybody hit the like button while we in here. Might as well. Shit, it's 67 in here. Might as well hit the like button. Shit. I know I don't come on Sundays. I know everybody like, oh, what you doing here? All right, but just testing out something real fast, and it seemed like I did get it. All right, I took out that low latency. So, all right. So basically, overall, hey, I give Showtime a B last night. The reason why I gave him a B, because after the first fight, don't ask me what the fuck that was, that second fight. They don't know what the fuck they was doing. They do not know. But one thing I can say, it was a hell of a fight. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. My cousin from Atlanta, she was right there at the fight. She said that stadium was packed. She said that stadium was loud. They couldn't even hear themselves talking, especially when Gervonta Davis pretty much connected on Mario Barrios for the first time. He said everybody just jumped out their seats and shit. I'm like, wow, okay. So, you got another home now, Atlanta and Baltimore, Maryland, all right? But he's still originally from the DMV. So, he did a great job, and, I can see more coming. I can see more great fights coming. Now we got Cobra coming. We know we got Wilder coming. We got Earl Spence coming. We got a lot of good fights coming. Hopefully, we might have Terrence Bud Crawford coming. Doubt it. But anyway, still, it's hopeful, and we'd love to see him. But it was a great fight. Now, let's talk about a few other things, like Deontay Wilder. Now, Deontay Wilder. Now, a lot of people believe that he's going to get the same medicine that he got before. But I don't think so. I think Deontay Wilder is going to be Deontay Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder is going to come in there and show something new. He's not going to use that right hand unless he have to. Now remember, a fighter cannot change their style in one training camp. Yeah, they can remember a little this and a little of that. Yeah, they can do that. But they ain't going to change their way of thinking and way of boxing. Not in one training camp. What's up, Almighty Law? Yes, sir. But Deontay Wilder, he's not going to remember a lot of things that have been taught. So, it is what it is. What's up, ABN? My brother from another good mother. And that chat. All right, it's still looking good. Still looking good. All right, the CPUs is still holding. All right, it's still holding. And I just want to see one thing. Okay. Yes, sir. That taking up a lot. Okay, that's taking up a lot. It jumped up to 50 that fast. Now look at it, back down to 20, 19. All right, I got to fix that. All right, he said, Tank got to stop asking is or down, just fight Tank. Yep, Tank got to stop asking is or down, just fight. Okay. I don't know what you saying. Tank got to stop asking. No, Tank got to stop asking is or down. Just fight, Tank. Okay. See, the only problem I got being in is Floyd. That's the only problem. Yep. Mean to say, stop asking is he up or down. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying now. So, but you know what? Tank got a lot of he got a lot of things to correct. All right, we know that. All right, he's still young, and now he's starting to advance. Now, Devin Haney, he can be doing the same thing, but nobody can make a fight with him. Now, like I say, the fight with I talked to Best Fight the Best yesterday before I came on, and look, you can hold your breath for that Gary Russell fight, all right? Because Eddie Hearn's not going to get that fight with Gary Russell. Because, see, in his eyes, in some people's eyes, Devin Haney got hurt. He got hurt. Let me take this 1 second, people, all right? Hello? Okay, all right. All right, that was my daughter. All right, she's on her way over. I got to meet her, but yeah. Okay. Thank you all for just coming in and doing doing you. But listen, real fast. Uh, um, Deontay Wilder, I think, gonna pull it out. Now it's gonna be a close fight, and of course you're gonna see a lot of pretty much dirty tactics. You're gonna see a lot of hit, excuse me, hitting behind the head. You're gonna see a lot of that. And one thing about that is that Deontay Wilder gonna have to stay off the ropes. That's what he's gonna have to do. Stay off the ropes. Now, if he stay off the ropes, that will be good. If he stay off the ropes, I would love to see him stay his ass off the ropes and pretty much keep the fight in the center of the ring. Now, the reason why I say the center of the ring, because he does have a longer reach than Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a little bit taller, but still, he's right there. Now, once again, going back to Gervonta Davis, I hear what you're saying, ABN, but one thing I can say, only problem I have is Floyd. Floyd is a promoter. Yes, he used to be a fighter too. But Gervonta Davis can't listen to both of them. I'm going to keep on saying that. Floyd, you got to shut the fuck up and let that young man fight and let that young man listen to the guy he been with all his life. Remember, Tank been with Calvin Ford since he was little. Y'all seen the little pictures and shit with that big ass head and shit, So, I mean, it is what it is, And like I say, I don't know who he was paying attention to last night. Anybody who watched the fight, when he was fighting out there, he was talking to somebody outside in the audience. It wasn't Floyd. I don't know who the fuck that was. I think that was Barrios people. I don't know. But you got to focus in that ring. He's going to learn that. He haven't been knocked down yet. But he might get one of them flash knockdowns. Wake his ass up. But, like I say, that wasn't a challenge for Gervonta Davis yet. So we want to see the best of Gervonta Davis. Now, last night, he said he's going to show up and show out. He said that's going to be the best of Gervonta Davis we ever seen. Now, I will say, hey, yeah, he did something that he normally don't do. He didn't showboat. He didn't do none of that. He went in there and tried to get at him. I mean, every step Barrios made, he was on his ass. He was on his ass. Every step he made, he was on him. And he was up close, just like I said. I'm not bragging or nothing. I don't like that shit, bragging and shit. But I kind of figured that because he's short. He's short. At the weigh-in, he all the way down here. He looking up. And Barrios looking down. So I figured, okay, well, I know what Barrios going to do. He going to keep him on that stick in between him and Tank. Because, Tank hits like a damn brick. So, therefore, Tank had to reach around and, like Kurt said, that first few rounds, he was positioning himself too far out. Like he got a long reach or something, right? So he had to figure a way to get inside. So, like I say, he put that stick out there. It wasn't even a stick. It was just a pretty much a non-movable jab. It's stiff arm, pretty much. All right? Now, once he got inside, that's when you got to pretty much get explosive. Now, did anybody see the setup? Okay, it's called a setup. All right? He backed himself up in the corner. Right? Now, of course, he played good defense because he wanted Barrios to pretty much what? To get off, right? To throw his combination. So what he thinking, he thinking, all right, that, okay, when he throw his combination, I'm going to throw after he throws, all right? So everybody, when you throw a combination, you bam, 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 bam. You stop for a minute. You hesitate. All right? Now, this is when the counter-punching coming in. That's what Gervonta Davis is hoping. All right? He stopped with that. Then he can pretty much tag him and loop himself right out of that corner. Pretty much like a check hook, but he didn't use that. All right? Then he bring it right back into the center of the motherfucker ring. So then he kept bagging him up again. Then everybody started getting nervous. Come on, Tank. I'm looking at the chat. Come on, Tank. We're getting round 10, right? But he putting the pressure on now. And everybody like, come on, Tank. Come on. Yes, sir. But, see, this is a fighter. And, yes, I think he wanted it more. So what's going on, Jefferson? I say, and that bow. Chad. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. He said Twin was at the fight and in great shape. Yeah. Yeah, I seen Adrian Brony. He was there. You know, he better start answering my phone calls. Stop trying to be a little diva and shit. Yeah, he walked in with Tank last night. He walked in with him. And I don't know how they had that worked out. Maybe because that's Atlanta. And so he walked first. So, I mean, he walked second. So, I don't know if he's the A side or what last night, but it didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was the fight. And the fight, like I say, let's say around the second, third round, it started heating up. Now, Mario Barrio, I will get him the first 3 rounds. I'm sorry. You know, I told you I called him down the middle. And I gave him the first 3 rounds. Then Gervonta Davis, you know, he took his time. He took his time. And each round, he was getting closer and closer. Then he would throw a punch right at the buzzer, you know, right at the 10-second clapper. Then, okay, that round. I mean, them rounds were going fast, too. Next thing you know, it was 9th round, you know. And, you know, I know a lot of people got nervous that have Tank and have bets on the line. But, you know, I think he knew what he was doing, him and Calvin. You know, but I think they was hoping that he could have got in sooner than later. But when he did get in, we know it was going to be explosive. And that's what he did. Now, we're going to talk about this some more tomorrow. We're going to get in detail about this. Josh Taylor, Nakatani, and Lomachenko. Because I think Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis should, one more fight for Gervonta Davis. Then he should take on Lomachenko. Now, Gary Russell Jr., I don't know why he's not calling out Lomachenko for a rematch. Don't know why, but remember, he always said, no matter what way you go, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to be every step of the way. But, you know, I get it. You know, things happen. But he's not fighting no Gary. He's not fighting no Devin Haney. So y'all might well just don't know. I'm not saying, you know, people lie and stuff, but people hoping and people wishing. But this is the real world. This is real boxing, all right? And you got attitudes. You got motherfucking divas, you know, like Lopez. You got motherfuckers lying like Lopez and Garcia. You know, you got people like that lying and pretty much putting on a show and pretty much they ain't doing shit. You know, one playing crazy and the other one saying he's sick. All right? They both are big ass liars. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know? So, but, you know, hey, it was a good fight, you know, and it was a good fight call last night. And usually we take a tally, who's the number one on the network while the fight is going on. And yours truly won 3 weeks in a row. Yes, sir. Now, we don't count Boxing Eagle because he have like 100, you know, he has a big following. So it was me, I think Marlowe's Corner was second, Best Fight the Best was third, something like that, you know. So, but hey, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you all sharing the videos and sharing the live streams. And a lot of people come in while we pretty much calling the fights. So, but everything's all good, baby. It's all good. So, but with that, I appreciate you all just testing the stream out and make sure this all good for tomorrow. And it is. Okay? But that other screen I cannot use right now. Be right back screen. I don't use that anyway because I ain't going nowhere. Might use it for fun one day. But it's for kinks I need to get out. All right? Like the donation event that I have on the old one. Well, I'm having going across the bottom. All right. So, all right, Mike, 202. And that chat. Wow. Yes, sir. He said, in my elevate voice, Tank a star. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Tank a star. And, you know, he made y'all proud last night. I know y'all was. Because I saw it in the audience. Everybody jumping up. Everybody shouting. And you know what? And y'all have a reason to. because he did pretty much what no fighter has done. What I always say is tainted. It's taboo. Weight classes are there for a reason. Look at Rigondeaux. He couldn't take that shit, right? He jumped to 2 weight classes. But Gervonta Davis did it with ease. And he won. And he won a belt. So, I mean, what else can you ask? But what's next for Gervonta Davis? I am KQKC Boxing Network. I appreciate you all coming in just for a minute while I test this stream. But I will tell you this. We're going to talk about what's next for Gervonta Davis. Because, see, now he has set the tone. Now it's no more going back. Now it's no more Uber drivers. It's no more this person or this person. Now he's going to have to fight the big boys, the big stars, all right? Because let's be honest, he's on his way to be a pay-per-view star. Why? Because look at all the asses he planted in them damn seats. That's right, he planted all them asses in the seat. Now, don't think they was there for Mario Barrio. Yeah, I mean, he had his family in the first few couple rows, and that's it. Everybody else was there for Gervonta Davis, right? My cousin said that bitch was rocking when he came out. I mean, she couldn't even hear nothing, so, and it was crowded. He couldn't even get through, they said. I didn't see that on TV, but they said he couldn't even get through to the ring. Everybody wanted to touch him and all that shit. I mean, this is a young boy, from B-More, from the DMV, getting all that damn love, So, hey, you got to, tip your hat off to him, so. But I appreciate everybody. I hope I sound okay, and I hope everything look okay. And with that, I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Mike 202 again, and that Yes, sir. He said, we coming for those belts, Josh Taylor, Davis. Yes, sir. Now, I don't like to mention former LDBC members, but one LDBC member believed that he don't measure up to Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor can't fight. Josh Taylor ain't got no dynamite in his hands. And I always wondered about that, how he get where he at, and he can't really fight like that, but, hey, everybody's days is gonna come. Take his time. He'll get there. He's still young, and he about to get into his prime. He ain't in his prime yet. He's not in his prime. He got maybe 1 or maybe 2 more years before he be in his actually prime. All right? So, there you go. But I don't think he's going to pass 147. He's too short. Ain't no way he can go up to 154 or, hell, shit, he might need to stay at 140. But with that, that's it. All right? Tomorrow, we will be talking about Terrence Crawford.